Today I'm not recording the usual video where I collect the news, I translate them, I put them in a beautiful structure, and then I share them with the Juventini of the world. No, today I want to speak about two topics. The second one will be much easier than the first one, because we are speaking about the one that is here, the best ever, the GOAT. Nobody will ever top Marcello Lippi. But yesterday, he gave his opinion about Thiago Motta, shocking words that went immediately viral between the Juventini. The first topic is really important to me, because we are speaking about equal treatment after what happened 2 days ago, after what happened yesterday. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. You know the topics. If you want to speak about the field, Juve on the field, go back and watch a video that I uploaded quite late yesterday. Maybe some of you didn't receive the notification, because I gave you 5 reasons why Juventus was finally happened to go with 3 wins in a row. Fantastic video. People that watched it, they really appreciate it, and they also told me in the comment section. Put a maximum of like, continue to subscribe, because now it's time to go towards the 2 topics. Ragazzi, 2 days ago, I'm watching Bruges Atalanta with my son. 94 minutes. He's looking into my eyes, I'm looking into his eyes. Both of us were looking into our eyes. We didn't understand what was happening. Penalty for Bruges at the 94th minute. We are looking to each other, we said, no, impossible. Impossible. Referee will go to VAR. He will totally cancel that goal, that penalty, because it's not a penalty, dai ragazzi. It's impossible. If he give that penalty, it's the end of football, no? He gave the penalty. They lose 2-1 Atalanta. Gianpiero Gasperini goes in front of microphones, super furious. Super furious. This is not football, it is not possible. He was blaming the entire world, he was against everyone. Pissed off, Gasperini is crying and whatever you want. He was even blaming Italy. The way that we are refereeing in Italy is also exporting now in Europe. Really against everyone. Guys, am I blaming Gasperini? If I was a coach, putting 10 years, 11 years of my life to Atalanta to arrive at a good level, playing for a qualification for Champions League, for the knockout stages, and this is the penalty that make me lose, not disqualified yet because there is a return game, I would be pissed off. Let's be honest now. Atalanta, Inter, Milan, Juve, we don't care. I would be pissed off. Yesterday, Ranieri goes in front of microphones after the 1-1, after the scandal referee. 1-1 with, 8 yellow cards for Roma, a red card for Cristante. They lose the game also because of the referee. And he's pissed off. He's blaming everyone. He's blaming the one that is actually choosing the referee to send for a special game. He was pissed off yesterday, yeah? What do I learn from these 2 situations? That even if, despite Gabriele Gravina is Vice President of Europe, we count 0. Italy in Europe count 0. This is a fact, guys. We don't count. They don't see us. I'm not asking for any favor because we are vice president or we are president, whatever. I'm not asking favor, but equal treatment would be important, because what we saw in the last games, ragazzi, and it will probably be even worse. It will probably be even worse. If you are looking at what IFTV tweeted yesterday, what I warned you here on the channel already 3-4 years ago, that the 3 bottom teams of Premier League are earning more television rights than Inter, Milan, Juve. Guys, it will get worse and worse. We will count 0 in the future, even less than what we are counting today. You will tell me back, but we are speaking about single games, okay? They can maybe qualify. I have still hope for Atalanta and Roma. Guys, we are speaking about the 5th possible slot that is over now. At the moment, Spain overtook us, also because we lost 2 games, or we drew 1 point out of 6. Ragazzi, that's what we are really speaking about. And Milan lost, but Milan is not because of the referee. It's because they are bad. But anyway, you see the impact that it has. It's really important. It's much bigger than the only single game. And I'm not even only speaking about just Juve. I'm speaking about the entire Italy movement. Now, on the other side, with all that story, what do I learn now? That apparently the rules have changed. Because since 2 days ago now, apparently, it looks like when you are listening to the majority of fans, that it's accepted to cry when you're not winning a game. That you can blame the referee, that you can speak about the negative episode against you when you are not winning a game. Apparently it's like that, because the fans, when I'm reading them what they are writing online, They are all going towards, but we agree, it's not normal, it was not okay. And even the Italian media, the outlets, are backing them up. Atalanta, scandalo al 94esimo. Atalanta, scandal at the 94th minute. Gazzetta dello Sport in huge, in big. Atalanta, red, scandalo al 90. Big, huge, eh? Roma, draw and anger. Solid, but the referee is a flop. Rating of 4.5. Where were the same titles? When against PSV we win, but there is that huge handball. Nobody's speaking about. There are no big titles about Juve. You win, but what a disaster decision of the referee. What I was reading, go back to 2 days ago when I made the post-game analysis. What were they saying? Juve, signora sì, però, signora, difficile. Signora, ok, ma. They were speaking about the game. Nobody was mentioning that handball that led to that 1-1. Then you will tell me, Beppe, but we won. And the angle, we are still not sure 100%. Okay. Go back to the victory in Coppa Italia, goal of Dusan Vlahovic, not so long time ago, against Atalanta, that 1-0. There is a huge penalty. A huge penalty against Dusan Vlahovic. You're not giving it, but the entire 90 minutes. Do you remember the drama of Max Allegri? Dov'è Rocky? Where is Rocky? The boss of the referees in Italy. Nobody was speaking about that the day after. Nobody was speaking about that. They were speaking about the drama of Allegri. They were speaking about Juventus that won. They were speaking about whatever, but not about the decisions. Guys, I don't have a short memory. I remember these episodes. They will tell me, Beppe, but we won. But the problem is that we are never speaking about it also when we lose. Because people, they will probably not remember when you're thinking about Juventus in Champions League, you will tell me, Beppe, we went out against small teams. Ajax, Lyon, Villarreal, Porto. That's what people remember. And you are totally correct, because if we didn't go through it, it's because of ourselves. We need to blame ourselves, what we always did here on the channel. But if we are totally honest, to remember the home game in their home of Porto, the first leg game against Porto, 2-1 we are losing, 94 minutes. They are not giving that penalty to Ronaldo. Nobody was speaking about a scandal at the 94th minute, ragazzi. Equal treatment about the media didn't happen. The narrative didn't happen. We, Juventini, we are not allowed to cry, to blame. We cannot speak about the referee. We need to watch about ourselves. We cannot. 94th minute, huh? You know what the referee said to Pirlo? You know what he said to Pirlo? But the game was about to end. I didn't go and watch it. This is the reason why, huh? I didn't go and rewatch it because the game was about to end. Is it acceptable? Absolutely not. And that penalty is probably a huge big factor why we are eliminated. Because the return game, we won 3-2. But it was not enough because of the difference of goal, because they scored more goals in our home. I don't forget the loss of the trophy of Champions League against Barcelona with a huge big penalty on Paul Pogba. Nobody's speaking about it. Nobody was speaking about it. I don't remember back then the Massimiliano Allegri going and focusing only on that episode. We lost, we take the medal, we stay silent, and we move on. The penalty, probably the biggest penalty never given, was against Juve in Champions League in a decisive moment. Return game, we are doing 0-0 against Tottenham after the 2-2. Douglas Costa goes into the box, penalty not given. Even in UK, the pundits there, the big players, the ex-players, they were saying, how is it possible that they didn't give that penalty? But nobody's speaking about it. The narrative, nobody remembers it. Nobody's speaking about it. We were about to lose to Tottenham. We all remember the history of the Tottenham about Chiellini. We remember these things, not that. But you know what's the problem? That when it happens to Juve, like a Salernitana offside, remember that goal. You remember that goal. Of course you remember that Milik goal, that 3-2. In Italy, you know what they are inviting us to do from the president, Gabriele Gravina, to the media? They are inviting us to stay calm because it's only match day 6. Calma. Calma, don't speak about it, don't focus on these things, move on. Ragazzi, apparently from now on, tell me if you agree or not, but apparently it's allowed now to cry, to blame. So can we, Juventini, also speak about the referee or not? Just tell me. Now we go towards the second topic that I want to speak about. Yesterday I heard, Yesterday I read the words of Marcello Lippi about Thiago Motta. Of course, when I read that, my first feeling is, Marcello, this is huge. You know who you are. You are the GOAT. When you speak, you don't speak a lot. When you speak, the world is listening. Let's say immediately that when Marcello Lippi is speaking, you need to stay silent. You just need to listen. Amen. Amen, Marcello Lippi, the best coach ever, the favorite one. Again, I repeat you, nobody will ever top him. But then I said, you know what, I will go and watch the interview, because if I don't watch, it's a translation, maybe I don't understand. Look what he said. Non mi entusiasma, sono sincero, about Thiago Motta. He doesn't excite me, I'm totally honest. Vedo un allenatore capace, concentrato, dedito al suo lavoro. I see, however, a coach that is capable, concentrated, dedicated to his work. Però non mi entusiasma, sono sincero. But I'm not enthusiastic about him. I am totally honest. That's the first part. Then he continues. Un allenatore deve dare delle sensazioni a chi lavora con lui. A coach must give feelings to those who work with him, to the people close to him, to the people who follow this team, the supporters, the fans, the tifosi. This is what he's saying. Then he continues. After Allegri, a coach that won a lot, I was expecting someone who would involve the fans more. Simone Inzaghi and Antonio Conte are the best Italian coaches, so that's what he said. Of course, when a coach like Lippi is speaking that way about Thiago Motta, it's a big one, huh? Because we said it also here on the channel. We see a static Thiago Motta on the bench line. We see him thinking, reflecting, introvert, not going too much with long verbal gestures. He's not the coach that is going towards the supporters and asking go. It's not. We are missing that. Of course we are missing it. Of course we are missing it. I totally understand Marcello Lippi. I'm the first one that is living that sport as a passion, and when someone that I identified myself to, the coach, is able to transmit me that passion, of course I want it. Of course I need it. Of course I need someone like that is able to take you and say, come with me, a real leader also. That we are probably missing with Thiago Motta. Then on the other side, he's also saying, pay attention, it's a capable coach. It's a coach that is dedicated to his work. It's a coach that is concentrated. So he's also speaking about good things about Thiago Motta. He didn't say, I don't like the coach, he's bad, he's a bad coach. He said, I personally am not excited about Thiago Motta. Something wrong about it? No, maybe because it's coming from Marcello Lippi. But we all know what he's thinking about deep inside. Let's not lie, we know it, who he's thinking about, and you know it. Don't lie, when you heard the words of Lippi, the first coach that you were thinking about, the favorite probably to go on the bench of Juve for Marcello, is Antonio Conte. But can you blame Marcello Lippi? Absolutely not, because you know that even after the career that they had together, they were going to watch us together. To games, they were watching games together, they were speaking, they were thinking. They have a huge big relationship. It's one of his sons. We all remember Antonio Conte, captain of Marcello Lippi, playing with Marcello Lippi, winning the Champions League with Marcello Lippi. And some of you will probably say, but maybe he was thinking about other people. Who is another one that maybe could have unified all the supporters? It's maybe Zinedine Zidane, another son of Lippi, and a low-cost coach, maybe. It's another son of Marcello Lippi. It's Igor Tudor. We know it, of course. Guys, he's speaking about his sons, about Antonio Conte, about Zidane, about Tudor. The first and the third one are maybe the definition of what Antonio Conte, of what Marcello Lippi is describing. A coach that is able to give enthusiasm, to excite. We know it. Is it against Thiago Motta? No. It's probably in favor of other people, his sons, and I totally understand it. What mattered to me, of course, is the words of Marcello Lippi, that is the Bible of Juventus. But it's honestly, at the moment, also what the people are telling me, the players of Juve. And when I read and I listen to the interview of Kolo Muani, I'm a bit less worried, because Kolo Muani yesterday spoke in a long interview, and at a certain moment he said, look, Thiago Motta, I'm super happy that he's my coach. He speaks a lot with his players. He gives us a lot of advices. He explains us the importance and what this club means. That's really beautiful to hear. From Colomani, that is coached by Thiago Motta, that is training with him every single day, that is happy and is also performing. Then he says, in the field or on the field, we give everything. He wants us to give everything to repay the love of our fans. Ragazzi, this interview comes on the same day of Lippi, not as an answer to Lippi, but the same day of Lippi. So I'm extremely happy about that. I'm extremely happy about the words of Colomani. Yes, it's true. Thiago Motta is not able at today, at his 42 years of age, to transmit that passion. Will it grow? Maybe yes, maybe not. The most important thing is that it makes that team work, that we continue with winning streaks, and that is bringing us trophies. Because I can guarantee you that from the moment that he's starting to bang win after win after win, bringing trophies, what is the only thing that matters at Juve, nobody will speak bad anymore about the static Thiago Motta on the bench line. I hope you enjoyed that video. 2 topics. I took my time to go through. What was the most beautiful one, the one that interested you the most? Let me know in the comment section. Grazie, forza, Juve.